Hi guys, so today we are going to learn what is an HTML attribute. So, what are attributes in HTML? So, attributes provide additional information about HTML elements. Now, there are various kinds of HTML attributes. As you can see here, there is a style attribute, there is an href attribute, there is a source attribute, which is written as src, there is an alt attribute, there is a width attribute, there is a height attribute, there is a length attribute, and there is a title attribute. Now, HTML attributes. Now, we would firstly go to the points to remember field, and I would like to let you know is that there are some points that you must remember so that you can use HTML attributes properly. Not every HTML attribute can be used in every tag. For example, source attribute can only be used for image tags and script tags and video tags. Now, on the second point, you must remember before you go deep into HTML attributes is that you can use more than one attribute in any particular tag. For example, you can use style attribute, alt attribute, height attribute, width attribute, and title attribute, and even more attributes. For example, in the image tag. Now, third point you must remember is that all of the HTML tags, no matter what tag you are using, be it a paragraph tag, be it an H1 tag, be it an H2 tag, be it an H4 tag, or an any particular tag for that matter, can contain attributes. Any of the HTML tags can contain attributes. Now, we will take some consideration to the tips that will make you a better developer. Now, whenever you use attributes, always try to use lowercase attributes because if you use uppercase attributes, uppercase letters are a little difficult to read. So that can create some issues for you in the long run whenever you need to find them. So always use lowercase attributes. Always quote your attribute values. For example, let's take an example. Let's take a simple paragraph tag, and you're using a style attribute, let's say, and you're using a color red. So now you will see that the paragraph will appear in red color. See, now the second thing that you must remember is that the attributes are always specified in the start tag. Like you see, we just define the style tag here in the starting attributes. You never define it in the end attribute. It will never work and throw an error. Now, for example, if you take the same example of another paragraph and you're going to defining it like style color dot red, and you know you save it and then refresh it and see why the hell is it not working, you may be thinking, and then you may realize I'm doing everything right, but no, you're not doing everything right. You are specifying it in the end tag, so it will never work. So you can even see that even the VS Code is throwing an error, but that's because I have installed some extension. That's not the matter. So you always must remember this. Now let's look at what is the proper way to define an uh, HTML attribute. You always specify an attribute in the form of name is equal to value. Now, for example, we will take the same example like our name would be the style, and with an defined color red, and that's the value of the style attribute. In the similar manner, like if you define a src tag, source tag, which is called source tag, is used to define a location from where you have to pick the either the image or the video. It can be local or it can be you know a proper website link if you're using an anchor tag. So, for example, if you're using an anchor tag, then you would define the source attribute like this. So this will be the value, and this would be the source attribute, which means a name.